See how low-lying these clouds are? Filled with yeast. My eyes and my bowels are very, very upset today from all this. They're so close that even though I'm looking at the sky from afar, they look like they're right on me. See how low-lying? This is a close-up. This is from far back. See how low-lying those clouds are? Just filled with yeast. I've got terrible symptoms. Lori McBride needs to stop dropping her bombs. She needs to stop dropping her bombs. These are right over me. Filled with yeast. Low-lying they are. You see that? Very suspicious. She's got all her agents out in force too. See how low-lying those clouds are? That's very suspicious. That means she's shooting the bombs from the ground. And then my gale shield is holding it up, but just barely. I mean, look at this monster cloud. This is a close-up. This is a close-up. This is far away. Right above me. Right above me. It's a bomb cloud. That one right there. These are right above me. Here's close-up. Here's far away. Right above me. Yeast bomb clouds. This. Look at that. This is a close-up. This is far away. They're right above me. It's no wonder I feel like crap. My abdominals feel like they're on fire. What's happening is the Seroquel is chasing the yeast from my guts up to my eyes, and my eyes are really swollen today. Look at that. These are all, that looks ominous, man. That's ominous looking. This is a Lori McBride bomb cloud filled with toxic, deadly yeast. It's a special kind of yeast. It's called yeast Auris or something like Candida Auris. It's a genetically engineered, Jesuit genetically engineered germ. And as you can see, her agents are just busy, all driving around me. This is nothing new. Can you see that bird up there? Might give you an idea how big these clouds are. I don't know if we can catch that bird or not right there. This is terrible. You know, I'm never going to get over my eye infection as long as she keeps doing this. I mean, my body's just inhaling all these germs, and they're going into my bloodstream throughout my body, and I can feel it in my guts. The Seroquel is keeping me out of the hospital. The infection is so bad, if not for Seroquel, I would probably be in the hospital. Here's more. Look at this. These are all Jesuit bomb clouds. And believe me, they're making me sick. They are making me sick. Jesuit bomb clouds. All above me. There's an airplane. I don't know if you can see it. But these are Jesuit bomb clouds. Making me really sick. Like I said, if I wasn't on Seroquel, I'd had such a serious yeast infection. I believe this is Candida Auris that's in these bombs, that I would probably be in the hospital. That's how bad it would be. This is what Lori McBride does. This is her biological and chemical warfare. This is what this woman does. Of course, she's going to say, oh, it's mental. Yes, Lori McBride, the inflammation and irritation in my bowels is mental. You shouldn't be using vibrators near your eyes. I don't use vibrators near my eyes, you sociopath liar. Don't you lie and misrepresent what I say in my videos. All I was doing was splashing some clean water in my eyes. I'm going to quit doing that because I've already figured out look how low these clouds are. I figured out the infection's internal, and splashing water on my eyes isn't going to make any difference. Well, I thought the water might have some zachnite semen in it, but you know, look how close. She's deliberately launching bombs from the ground that are just over my head, and she's doing it to try to get the germs as close to me as possible. That's what she's doing. Look how, these clouds are not clouds. These are bombs. Look at this. Look how low they are. Look how low they are. This is bomb clouds, folks. They're filled with Candida auris. Take a look at how low those clouds are. These are bombs. She's got all her agents out, but I'm just going to ignore them. These are bombs. More low-lying clouds. She's got her agents out. They're all drawing attention to themselves, but I'm trying to ignore them, but I can't, unfortunately. They keep coming into the view. See, these are all bomb clouds. And my intestines are just irritated. My right eye is so swollen that it's now affecting its appearance, where you can definitely see it. I'll probably make a video about this today. More, look at these. I'm going to provide the evidence. When you deal with sociopaths and psychopaths, you need to document and you need to get evidence. It's the only way to deal with them, because they lie about everything, and they forge documents. They'll lie in legal statements. You have to prove everything with evidence. Look at how low those clouds are. That is definitely suspicious. Yeah, look at how low those clouds are. That's too low to be normal, man. Those are bomb clouds, folks. Again, look at how low those clouds are. Too low to be normal, bomb clouds. You hear that ambulance? I wouldn't be surprised if everybody's getting sick from Candida auris. These are bomb clouds, folks. I bet there's a lot of sick people in Melbourne today. And they're probably not on Seroquel. Like I said, if I wasn't on Seroquel, I would be in the hospital with a deadly Candida auris infection coming from these bombs that Lori McBride is dropping over my head. Again, look at how low. She's got all her agents out. I'm just going to ignore them. I'm trying to go. My focus is on the bombs. I'm providing evidence to my men in court that Lori McBride and possibly my sister Sandra Metcalf are launching bombs filled with Candida auris over my head, and it's making me really sick, and I am taking my Seroquel, even an increased dose. But the concentration of germs in these bombs is so much, it doesn't make much difference. These bombs have got to stop. And look at how low those bombs are. Look at that. I'm in those clouds. Those are not regular clouds, folks. These are not cumulus clouds. These are bomb clouds filled with Lori McBride's genetically engineered Candida auris deadly yeast. Deadly yeast. She's dropping them over the head. Over my head. She's using it to help increase her brain control, and she's trying to take me out. And here's the evidence, folks. Look at these suspicious looking clouds. Over here, look how low those clouds are. Very, very suspicious. They're just, oh, look at this one. Jeez. This sociopath is so brazen. Again, look how low those clouds are. I've never seen clouds this low. And they're filled with Candida auris and making me very sick. Like I said, if I wasn't on Seroquel, I'd probably be in the hospital. And she's got all her workers out doing stuff too. All her agents are out trying to draw attention to themselves. I wonder how much you're being paid to show up, you Lori McBride sociopaths. Huh? Oh, I've got the farts too. This Candida auris causes me to pass a lot of gas. Look at how low-lying those clouds are. This is just so obvious. You'd have to be a nincompoop not to be able to tell that these are suspicious-looking clouds. These aren't clouds, folks. These are bombs. These are bombs, bomb clouds, filled with Candida auris, and probably making a lot of people sick. I know they're making me sick. This is not just, when you look at my eyes, you're seeing a symptom of a systemic Candida auris infection in my body. I can feel it in my guts, and I feel it in my eyes and in some portions of my gums. There's some area that's, some tissue that's swollen. And I've noticed that what happens is because I take Seroquel, usually what the Seroquel is doing is chasing the germ out of my guts, and it's going to parts of my body where the Seroquel can't reach it as much. That's why it's so important for me to do my walks, because my walks get the blood circulating and helps the Seroquel to get to all parts of my body. But I guess one area where the Candida auris is feeling comfortable in my body right now is right around my eyes, which explains why they're so swollen and red and infected with this yeast. Another view, look at that. All near the ground. She wants to make sure that I get maximum contamination from Candida auris. I've been seeing a lot of trucks out today, and just like this with the back of the truck open and the ramp down and men going. This is like the fourth one I've seen today. Look at how low these Candida auris bomb clouds are. I could practically reach up and touch them. Candida auris right above me. Just Candida auris right over my head. Right over my head. See this eye? This is the eye that's swollen. You can see it's so swollen it actually looks smaller than the other eye. So look at that. You see that? And it's red. The yeast is also affecting the gum. Right there. That's an area of my body that kind of comes and goes, depending on how much of a yeast infection I have. Right there, that gum tissue will swell up. And sometimes, like, I'll get a sore spot in other parts of my gums, and then it goes away, depending on where the yeast wants to travel next. Basically, the yeast is running away from the seroquel, see? But I'm feeling it in my guts, so the yeast is winning on this one. Look how swollen that eye is. See, this eye's normal, more normal, though right there in the corner is some yeast right there. You can see right there in the corner, that's some yeast. But on this side here, it's pretty bad, especially near the tear gland. And the yeast is going a little bit to my gum there. That gum inflammation, it's been like that since about 2013. And I went to a dentist one time, or I made an appointment for a dentist, and Jesus flattened the tire on my car and said, "Don't go to the dentist. Your dentist has just been switched out with his Jesuit clone." He said, "You do." The dentist told me for that tooth there, he said, "You need to take it out." He said, "You have a big cavity in your root." He said, "You need to take that out and put in an implant." That was 2013. And Jesus said, no, that's not what's going on. He says, "You've got a mild yeast infection there." And so what I do, there's nothing I can do about it. As long as she keeps dropping those bombs filled with Candida. Oh, look at that. See how red that is? This side's slightly better, but see how red that is? That's all yeast. This is what those bombs are doing to me. This sociopath drops bombs over my head. She's going to say, "Oh, it's mental." Yes, mental makes my eyes are red like this. "Well, you were using a vibrator in there." No, I was not. Don't you lie. But I have a cup. I'll go get it. You see this cup? My men gave this to me for Christmas about 2 Christmases ago. And if I drink out of this cup, they actually had the skin of their penis right here along the edge, and I stimulate their penis. I guess this is how they can feel like they're making love to me. So this is like a form of oral sex with my men. So all the top men on my marriage list have their skin, so that when I drink out of this cup, it stimulates their penises. So I thought maybe by going like this with the cup, I could get Zach Knight to put some of his penis. Zach Knight has got very unusual semen. His semen has antibiotic properties, and it actually kills germs. But Zach, they're dropping so many bombs over my head. I don't know if, God, look at that. See how bad look at that. I'm not wearing any makeup there. Look, you can see it. That's Candida auris. Somebody was saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be using antibiotics." It's not really, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't call it antibiotic semen. Maybe it's more like, he just has a special kind of semen that is able to deal with every germ that's out there. Yeah, you can ask Zach Knight about him. He's the ex-Antichrist. Zach, your semen doesn't seem to be working. So I could hear the Lori McBride Jesuit. "So you did it because of your crazy treatment." All I did was splash clean water on this. That isn't going to make it worse. So I'm not going to do that today because it's a waste of time. What I did is I pour water in here. I washed this first. Then I put clean water in here. And then I kind of poured it into my hand and then splashed it into my eyes. And I washed my hands first. So no, what's causing the infection is not the water, though I'm going to quit on the water because it's not apparently not working. It's what's in the air. And the infection's not just here. It's right here in the corner. And I was leaving this eye alone yesterday. Got here in the, you see right there in the gum. You can't see it real good. You don't have the best camera. There's some, oh, wrong side, man. That was the good side. Well, that's a healthy side. This side, see that right down there? Right there. That's yeast, Candida auris. That I've had that since 2013. It comes and goes. Like some days it's better, other days it can puffs back out. I believe I'm also allergic to yeast toxins, so that doesn't help either. So yeah, we're dealing with Candida auris. This is, you know, you can take all the antibiotics you want to take. You can take medicine, but if you're still ingesting or inhaling the germs, it's like a losing battle. You men, do something about these bombs. Clear the air. And Laurie McBride deserves the death penalty for doing this. And if my sister Sandra Metcalf is BFF with Laurie McBride. Laurie McBride's been dropping bombs over my head for years now. And in the 1990s, the Jesuits even contaminated some of my food. I remember that. And I got really, really sick. That's probably why Jesus says that I'm only allowed to take one multivitamin and one allergy medication per day. And nothing else except Seroquel. And he doesn't even want me eating any special foods. I haven't done anything wrong. Splashing clean water on the eye didn't hurt it. But you can see they're dropping bombs over my head filled with Candida auris. I'm breathing in the germ. I can feel it in my gut. Very irritated, almost nauseated because of the infection in the gut. The Candida auris is infecting my gut. In fact, sometimes in the evening, I don't know if you can see this, but look how swollen that is. Look at that. If I just let it go, you say that's fat. No, that isn't fat. That's the yeast. I do waist exercises, so my waist should be more flat than that. It's swelling out because it's irritated. See, I can look at that. Oh God, it's just irritated. It gets worse at night. I don't know why. It gets worse at night. Sometimes the gut will go out so bad, it looks like I'm pregnant. It's just because it's so inflamed. Ugh. Anyways, here's what she's doing. Those bombs need to stop.